Good evening and welcome to this presentation of the online MBA tonight. We'll spend some time together. First, we'll present the main features of the program for those of you who need more information about the program. And then, of course, we'll answer any question that you may have on the program. Tonight with me, I have two very important people who are working with me on the program. If you want to say a few words, first, Zainab.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zainab Frizani. I'm a junior program officer at Africa Business School. I work on developing and then implementing different academic programs, including this online MBA. Very nice to be talking to you today.
And Miriam?
Hello, everyone. I am Miriam Horar, Senior Program Officer at Africa Business School, and happy to be here this evening to give more details about the online MBA.
Thank you, Zainab and Miriam. And I'm Professor François Terrain. I'm the director of the Open program. So let's start with the MBA at a glance. So in this slide, we present the main features of the MBA. Maybe Zainab, if you want to say a few words about that.
Yes, François. I'm very happy to be introducing this online MBA program. So first of all, as its name indicates, this is a 100% online program, meaning that you can sign up for it and follow it wherever you are and from any connected device. It's a program that lasts between 18 and 21 months, and it is in English, as it allows us to have more diversity of students and faculty members. For the structure of the program, you have to keep in mind that when designing the program, we have tried to be as flexible as possible, and this will be reflected on many of the choices we've made. So the first choice being that we have 4 intakes per year, in April, July, January 1st, April, July, and October. And this offers you the opportunity to join the program multiple times a year. Then, as we can see here in the structure, we have 10 modules in this program, 7 core modules and 3 electives, as well as an action learning project and a dissertation. This allows you to cover both the theoretical frameworks as well as having hands-on practice on the theories you'll be learning. And Miriam will talk more in detail later about the schedule of the program and the structure. So stay with us. The program also offers coaching sessions during the entire 18 months. So you will be followed by a coach to, let's say, develop your portfolio of competencies and capitalize on your learning experiences. It also gives you a kind of informal learning space where you can reflect on your learning experience from different modules. And then for the lifelong learning, at Africa Business School, we really believe in lifelong learning. Once you join the network as a student and later on as an alumni, you will benefit from a series of learning events and resources that will be offered to you so that you can always be up to date with what's happening. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we've really tried to be as flexible as possible. So we designed our program to be stackable, meaning that we've inserted sort of checkpoints that can also be exit points after a certain number of modules. So for example, after 4 modules, you can get a postgraduate certificate in BA, Business Administration. If you follow up to 8 modules, we'll get a postgraduate diploma in Business Administration. And then once you finish all 10 modules with the dissertation and all the requirements, you get your online MBA degree. Now maybe moving on to the interesting parts, so the admission requirements. So you're probably wondering how you can join this program, and we're here to answer that. So we really have tried to attract different types of profile, let's say, through our admission requirements. So it's either you have a bachelor degree and then a minimum of 5 years of experience. If you don't have a bachelor degree of equivalence, it is enough for you to have 10 years of experience, including 3 years of managerial level, in order to be, let's say, admissible in the program. And we've really chose that in order to attract many different profiles. Not all of you have followed the same path and the same journey. So we really focus on the individual profiles rather than some classic way of recruiting and admitting students. And then, of course, since the program is in English, you'll need an IELTS or TOEFL or equivalent or proof that you've been studying or working in an English-speaking country or environments. That's it for the MBA at a glance. François, maybe you want to talk about the graduates' attributes.
Yes, thank you very much, Zeynep. So now a few words on the graduate attributes. The graduate attributes are all the attributes, so the competencies, the skills, the behaviors that we expect all graduates from ABS and all graduates from this MBA online to have once they graduate from the program. So the first one, of course, is the idea that you need to acquire and apply, be able to acquire and apply all the fundamental concepts, which means that we give you the basics in the different areas of management. Then we move to higher level learning through the possibility to identify, formulate, and implement recommendations that would be innovative and socially and ethically responsible, adding value to your organization, to the society, and in Africa. This is an MBA which has a strong focus in Africa. Africa Business School is a business school in Africa for Africa, so there is lots of focus on that. Third one is on the communication and the ability to be a creative leader, to communicate autonomously, be a team player, and being a catalyst of learning. Fourth one is about, again, leadership for yourself, and that's what we do also through the coaching, and also obviously leadership of others. And again, a strong focus on being an inclusive organization and an inclusive leader. The fifth one is a very strong characteristic of Africa Business School also, the idea that you must be able to integrate technology and analytics in management, and that we describe as being techno-fluent. And finally, the last one is the possibility to understand and to embrace complexity and uncertainty, meaning that you should be able to see that as an opportunity and not necessarily or not only as a threat when you have to make decisions. So that's all the main attributes. So that's all the characteristics that we expect through the different modules that we have put in place that you will acquire during the 18 months of your studies. Now, maybe we can move to the program schedule. Marianne, if you want to say a few words about the program schedule.
Yes, thank you, François. So the first year of the program is dedicated to the fundamental phase when you'll work on the core modules, and the next 6 months are dedicated to the electives and dissertation. We are organized on 6 terms, and each term lasts 8 weeks of study plus 1 week exam and 2 or 3 weeks break. Each week is dedicated to a specific topic, and all the students must start and finish the week at the same time, even if it's asynchronous, which means that there is no specific timing to get online during the 8 weeks, but you still have to start and finish the week with your peers. The professor conducts the course and gives readings, videos, assignments, interaction in forums, etc. So we start with 2 integrative modules, growth mindset and creating sustainable value. Then we move to managing with and within complexity and action learning project. And I don't know, François, if you want to say a few words about the action learning project.
Yeah, thank you, Marianne. Yes, I can. The idea of the action learning project, I mean, as the name indicates, is that it's a project and it's about action, which means that we ask you to be in a real situation where you will work with an organization, can be profit, not for profit, on solving concretely a real issue in this organization up to the implementation. And there is one more characteristic, is that the project you will work on needs to be related to one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So it needs to benefit to the society, benefit to the stakeholders. So this is a project for which you work in team, and you have 12 months. And the idea of the 12 months, that's why we start with during term 2, is that you really have time to really work on a project and not only give a report to an organization, but directly work on the implementation of whatever you will have suggested, of whatever you are working on. Thank you.
Thank you, François. So then we will move to more functional modules as marketing, operations, strategy, and finance. And then we move to the customized phase, where students can choose 3 electives among business analytics and artificial intelligence, energy and sustainability, fintech and blockchain, social entrepreneurship, and agribusiness. As Zainab said, the coaching sessions will take place along with a certified coach assigned to each student. This is all about the program schedule. Maybe François, if you want to tell us more about the program advantages.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miriam, for this presentation of the program schedule. As a summary, before we move to the questions, there are a few advantages into this MBA online and that we took into account when we designed it. As Zainab mentioned a few times, and Miriam also, you can design your own learning journey. You can benefit from the flexibility of the program. It's asynchronous, so you still all start together and finish together. You are still evaluated, so it's not like something you can do without being motivated and without being committed. But inside that, there is some flexibility through the asynchronous model. You've got, obviously, you can benefit from the exchanges and discussions with your peers and with the faculty of ABS, the permanent faculty, and the affiliated professors. You will meet a learning community. We have executives and entrepreneurs in all the cohorts. They are not all based in Morocco. They are in different parts of Africa and the Middle East. So that's an opportunity also to grow your community. Action learning, just mentioned it, at the core of the program through the action learning project, but also through the different activities that you can have inside each module. 8 weeks modules. And so it means that it's quite concentrated and quite intense, but then it's quite fast also. And you got here some of the people, some of the faculty members that you will have. And that's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. And I think it's important now to move to maybe a more interesting part, which is the questions. So, Iba, are there any questions or no questions? Any questions? No questions. So generally, when there are no questions, is when we say goodbye, then there are questions coming up. I guess that I hope that it means that the presentation was clear enough. And anyway, if you have questions about the program or questions coming up later, you can always contact us. You can always contact our business development team. They will be more than happy to get in touch with you. There is at the bottom the email of the admission team. They can also guide you and give you all the relevant information. And of course, if you want to apply, there is also information on our website, abs.um6p.ma. You can find some of the elements that we have presented. Then you can also register to get a copy of the brochure emailed to you. And I think I've said everything. So if there are really no questions, yes, Youssef, you see, when I say goodbye, people are coming. No, the program is not ACSB accredited. That would be the school that would be ACSB accredited, not the program. ACSB is a school accreditation. ABS is starting the process, but as a young school, Youssef, as you may know, it takes some time before we get ACSB accredited, but we are a member of the ACSB Association and also a member of the EFMD Association, which is the first step into the process. Any other questions? No, we can wait a bit. If there are no more questions, I will say goodbye. Thanking you, Zeynep and Mariam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, François.
And
Thank you. We have a question.
we will. There is no question. Overall cost of the program. Zeynep, Mariam, what is the cost?
Mariam, go ahead.
Thank you, Zainab. It's 114, but there are opportunities of scholarship that you can discuss with ABS.
Yes. We have a few scholarships in place, so don't hesitate to take advantage of it. The first step, of course, is not to ask for what is the scholarship, is to send your application and make sure that you are fully eligible to the program and accepted in the program, and then we can look at that. Any other questions? No? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you very much again, Zeynep and Mariam. Thank you to the audience. Have a good evening, and we hope to see you soon in our MBA program. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you.